Hi everyone, this is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides about a no contact, low communication relationship. What is going on? What is your person's intentions? What are their thoughts and feelings at this time? I do have some charms and some initials, so we'll be using some of those as well. But let's get started. Let's see what's going on around the loving energy in this connection and where it's headed, okay? So let's call in our spirit guides. If you're new to my channel or new to watching me, this is a fully channeled message. So I'm calling in my spirit guides now, and you'll hear me talking to them. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. You are too nice, and I don't deserve your kindness. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells there for a second there. It was almost this feeling of like tiptoeing around somebody. I'm trying to be nice because I don't want them to go further and further away. Okay. Part of me feels like the opposite should be happening. You should be pulling away. You should be pulling further and further away, and almost like not appeasing them. So I'm not looking to play games. I'm not chasing, and I'm not playing games with them. So you shouldn't have to go out of your way to make sure that they're happy and everything you say is perfect. So it's more like that. I can't take it anymore. Okay, so I've got some kind of breaking point. I've got some kind of feeling like I'm losing it, which is what has to happen in order for them to get that urge to call you, to see you, to reach out. Why do I feel this way? That came into me as I push everybody who loves me away. And I feel like it's not just you, Spirit, saying they do it with friends. They've done it with family members. They push away people who are good to them at work. You know, a good working relationship turns into something ugly. So there's a feeling of they push everybody away as soon as somebody gets close to them. They don't trust. It's like they don't trust to let somebody in. I was hurt by you. So that could be you. That could be them. Maybe we hurt each other. Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. Yeah, there's a feeling of you're being too kind to this person because you're trying to get them back. But what they need to hear is tough love, Spirit just said. What they need to hear is the honest truth that, you know, what their actions have hurt you, or their behavior is uncalled for, or that they've got to grow up, you know. So you're going to have to say the truth. You can't keep holding it in, Spirit saying. I wish I could be a different person. Yeah, they're struggling with, why do I do this to myself? It's like a self-sabotaging energy. I am stuck in visions of us together. So that's not a bad thing. A bad thing, you know, meaning that they're thinking about you. If they keep re-envisioning our life together. Bottom of the deck, is it over? Spirit just said it's not. I'm not feeling that it's over yet. So let's see what the cards are saying. I'm struggling more with, why do I do this? Spirit, they're saying you're a very giving person. You're very caring. You're very kind. You just want to make it right, but two people have to want it. Two people have to want to do it. I have a judgment. Don't be too quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a fair chance. So we both have to agree that we're in this. So there's a sense of fairness. And we're not pushing them completely away, but we're not also babying them. Okay. We're not also appeasing them. That if they say jump, you jump. Okay. it's more of a, you're giving them a chance to prove that they want to be in this relationship. You would be willing to give them a chance to prove that they want you and they won't keep running. Ambivalent. You say you want a lover, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want. I'm not interested in being just your lover. Okay, why do I push everybody away? Well, maybe their intention coming into this was, you know what, this is a great physical connection. I'll keep this going for as long as I can. And you wanted more. And as soon as it started to turn into more, they're like, I don't know what to do with that. So you deserve more. You're not just a casual fling. You are not just somebody that they can use. You are not somebody that you will chase them, Spirit just said, to get them back. You're not desperate. This person has to decide what they want. Fear of touch. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. More of a feeling of intimacy, okay? That I don't touch you in public, okay? I don't hold your hand when we go somewhere. I don't put my arm around you, you know? So, you know, are those behaviors odd to you? They might be. You know, somebody doesn't hold your hand as a partner, you know, while you're just walking around. Plus, it feels nice, right? It feels nice to hold hands with the person you're in love with. Unlovable. Practice radical self-acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. You are lovable, okay? There's nothing blocking you from love. There's nothing holding you back from love. And the more that you love yourself, the more you prove to yourself that you deserve more love. Okay, so that feels what's going on. I'm getting mixed signals and playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. Okay, and if they're playing games with you, then you don't need that. That there's a whole feeling of, I'm just trying to be too nice to keep this going. Mixed signals. You don't let others know you're interested, flirt, and be approachable. So don't send them mixed signals on the way back, you know, like, I want you so desperately, when what you really want is for them to prove to you that they want to be in this. Okay, so it's not a game. We're playing with our emotions. We're playing with our time. We're playing with our feelings, and you've gotta let somebody know that you're not going to continue to waste your time while they figure their life out, you know, and they keep saying, I need time for me, and I don't know what I want, and I push everybody away. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have a Lover's card. So you could feel like you're destined to be with this person. I have a Ten of Cups. This person is sabotaging something that he or she should be so lucky to have, okay? That we probably could be very, very happy together. If this person can get over the fear of intimacy, or the fear of commitment, or the fear of, why do I have to push everybody away? So we could be really happy together. This person is putting too much effort on either what other people think. Are they comparing you to others? Are they comparing you to what they think a relationship should be? We could be really happy together. That's the sad part. Why are they pushing us away? Spirit, please share with me. I have a Nine of Cups. I have a Five of Swords. I have a 4 of Cups. They don't like being alone. I'm going to tell you that right now. And they also don't want to fight anymore. Okay, so depending on what you're doing as far as, being upset with each other or going back and forth, I'm feeling like they don't want to fight anymore. They're getting ready to make a decision. Okay. They're starting to realize that they were happier with you than without you. And the good news is that they have a lot of old memories about falling in love with you and what that felt like with that night. So they're not going down the path of resentments and hurt and anger. They're going down the path of, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't like being alone. And I was definitely happier with you than without you. So those are all leaning me towards, I want to get back together with you somehow. So that is all energy that is saying, I'm not in a good place. I was better before. Let's get some initials. I have some initials, some numbers. These may connect to you. First initials, last initials, something like that. So let's see what they have. So I have this big, beautiful bowl of rubber erasers for the kids, for like grade school kids. I saw them, I think last year I got them when they had the supplies, back to school supplies, something like that. So, all right, let's see what I've got. Always looking for fun things. All right, and the letter K. I have an L. I have a Z. I have a P. I have a B. I have another B. I have another Z. I have a J. I have an H. I have a U. I have an R. I have an A. I have a C. U. The letter D. An X. And I have an L. And then I have a lot of numbers. So the first number that came in is 35. Okay. I have 44. I have a 38. This could be ages. I have 55. No, I have 52. 52, and I have 66. Okay, so those numbers could be connected to ages for some of you. Okay, so those are our clues for that. Let me know in the comments if that connects to any of you. Yeah, sometimes we realize that we were better off together. Unfortunately, it takes that separation to figure it out, doesn't it? So, but I want the fighting to stop. And I like that because that feels like I'm just tired. I'm tired of either going back and forth with you, and I don't like the way the conversations ended. I don't like where we're at, things like that. Spirit, please share with me. I have love potion, irresistible charm, leading with your heart, letting your heart lead. It felt like a little bit more of a, my heart will always come back to you. Okay, so you still have their heart. I don't think they've stopped loving you. I feel like they needed time to figure out, why do I keep doing this in every relationship? I have a getaway. Maybe we need some time together. Maybe life got in the way. Okay, maybe we need more quality time together, or we just need, a couple of days to kind of reconnect. Sometimes just a couple of nights away, like dating, adult dating, is enough to reconnect, and that feels good. I have cold shoulders. I feel like You've been ignoring me. You gave me the cold shoulder. You gave me the boot. You weren't returning my calls. So that could be you. You know, all of a sudden I felt so alone, and that hurt. So that's something that needs to be talked about. I'm waiting. I'm either waiting for you to come back, but I always hoped, it's this feeling of, I always hoped I'd be with the right one. And I thought that you were the right one. And the indications with that Wheel of Fortune and is in the soulmate card is that I really thought you were the right one, and you're pushing it away. You're pushing it away. At bottom of the deck, I have, let's do these. Look at this. I have a reconciliation, and I have getting back together. I'm haunted by memories of us. And I'm starting to realize that this is a sacred union. So I could be just opening up my eyes to that you're more important to me than anybody has been. And I'm just, you know, I'm feeling lost. Spirit just said this person has been feeling lost without you. They could be having a hard time with where do I go from here? Something like that. Spirit, can I have some loving messages, please? I regret speaking those words. You look happy without me. Obviously, you're not. You wouldn't be watching this reading if you were, but yeah, I mean, they could be watching your social media. They could see postings. You're hanging out with your friends. Maybe they caught you somewhere with somebody and you were smiling. I mean, what do they want you to do? Walk around with, you know, sobbing, you know, all day long? I thought you were too good to be true. It's not true. You were real. This is real. I didn't see your value and your true worth when I was there. That I would probably agree with. I try so hard to ignore you. So I do feel like they are going out of their way they're saying to not respond. So if you have tried to reach out to them, if you have tried to connect to them in any way, they actually were going out of their way to not try to talk. So that's troubling. The Spirit's saying to me now that they want to meet you in a public place, that there's something about you were the right person at the wrong time. There's something about meeting you in public, like maybe we won't get emotional, or maybe we can talk easier, or would you be willing to meet me in public, they're saying. One day I hope you would accept my apology. So maybe they want to meet you in public because they want to apologize. You were the best thing that ever happened to me. They're saying meet me in our favorite place. So do we have a favorite restaurant, a favorite bar, a park, somewhere where we always went? Meet me in our favorite place, they said. I lost my way and was self-destructive. I would say I'm lost, and why do I keep doing this to myself is the two big things that they're thinking about. So but this feeling of meet me in our favorite place is how they said it. So do you have a favorite place? Do you have a place that you know what they're talking about? Because then we can talk. Like, it's our best place that we can talk. Maybe it's where we met. I appreciate you for teaching me an invaluable lesson. It hurts when I'm not with you. How about that? I was immature and needed to grow up. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying today. Maybe we'll get some additional clues with the charms as well. So let's see what they want you to know with the charms. So I have this big, beautiful bowl of charms, and let's get a magic scoop. So I'm lost without you. I'm feeling it. I have the letter U. I have a U. I have an O. I owe you. I owe you. I owe you an apology. Maybe I owe you money. Maybe that's part of it. It feels like I owe you. I have the number 18, 18th of the month, 18 days. I have a sailboat. It was a little bit of a, you sailed into my life and then you sailed away energy. So as fast as you came in, you went out is how I feel. So what's to make me think that you wouldn't do it again? I think that that's a fear. I have some seashells, so maybe maybe some of you are connected to the shore somehow. I've got the sailboat, the seashells, so maybe it's just summertime when I'm recording this, so it could be just Spirit's way of saying it's happening now, it's in the summertime. I have a tree of life, so that feels like we have a lot of time invested into this. We have roots. We had plans. We were growing. I have a snowflake, and I always see that as one of a kind, but it feels like I can't replace you. Like I feel like you are saying, I can't replace this person. I don't want to be with anybody else. I only want to be with this person. And that could be how you feel right now. It doesn't mean it's going to last forever, but you know, as of this reading, you could be feeling that. I have a unicorn. I'm going to say I still believe. I feel that I'm not giving up hope. I'm still your biggest cheerleader. So I feel like this person is wondering how you're doing. I hope you're okay. I'm still behind you. So maybe they miss that they don't know what's going on in your life, whatever happened with the job, whatever happened with this, whatever happened with that. So that's kind of a feeling. I do have a cat. Somebody has a cat. How's the cat? I have a child. It looks like a little boy. Maybe somebody's had a little boy. Maybe we have a little, I love these little, I'm going to put the little pants together. Maybe we have a child together. For some of us, we talked about having a child. So there could be a child around some of us. And then I have a lobster. I'm going to put that with the seashells. I'm just asking if there's any. Maybe it's just I love seafood. I love seafood. I like shrimp and scallops and lobster and clams and all of those things. So maybe this time of year we always did lobsters, something like that. Yeah, right now the I owe you was one of the things that really jumped out at me, the O and the U, but it came into me as I owe you. And I feel like I want to say I owe you an apology. Okay. And maybe that's all that we are waiting for. You know, this person's gotta apologize, and maybe that will help. Maybe that will help repair some of the damage or help us to reconnect. Meet me at our favorite place. Okay, so that was something that came in pretty clearly from Spirit. So that tells me that they want to meet, but they're going to meet in public. Okay, they're not going to just show up at your house. Maybe they want to make sure that you feel safe, or you feel like there's not going to be screaming, you know, or anything like that. There's not going to be a scene. I don't know. Maybe they just want to see you. Let's see what some loving messages are. We'll get a couple loving messages. Tears. When I think about you, I cry. I feel lost, they said. Jealousy. I'm very jealous and I can barely stand it. I'm jealous of the thought that you could be with somebody else right now, or that you're thinking that you need to move on and I don't want you to be with anybody else. I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you, and I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. My hands just tingled when I said that. So I feel like I owe you an apology is huge. I feel like this person is coming forward with that. Unblock me. Maybe we're not communicating because they can't get through. I miss you and I want to connect. Please unblock me, literally and energetically, so we can speak. I have a lot to say. Please unblock me. I'm single right now and I'm not attached to anyone and I'm not looking to get into a relationship at this time. I mean, you both could be saying the same thing. You're both out there single, but if somebody approaches you, you're like, no, I'm not really interested. Your friends could be looking at you and saying, why? Because I'm not interested. I'm still thinking about my person. I'm still wondering if they're coming back. It's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you. I want an us and I want a forever. So that feels like second thoughts. That feels like we need to talk. So whether this person is realizing that their life was better with you, I'm assuming, and they're feeling the pain, Spirit just said, and they don't like it. They want the fighting to be over, they had said. They don't want to feel like this any longer. So you could be hearing from somebody, you know, let's call it, you know, a breaking point. The unblock me are you literally unblock me so I can call you? If I can't get a hold of you, I can't make arrangements to meet in our favorite place. But also a blocking is energetically, like the card said. It's you saying, I'm not doing this. You made a conscious decision to block them on your phone. So yeah, they can't come through. But it was more than that. It was a physical action to block them. So yeah, maybe you did it in the beginning. Maybe you did it because you were mad. Maybe they were blowing up your phone. You didn't want to hear it. But if in the event they want to get a hold of you and they can't, so it depends on what you want. If you don't want them to call you, keep them blocked. Let's put this out into the universe. For now, I feel like I owe you an apology. It is really what I'm feeling. So maybe we'll meet in our favorite place, whatever our favorite place is for you guys. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to this channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for being here. Comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. Check out my other two channels, my main channel with lots of love readings and my pick a card channel for some pick a card readings. I hope you enjoyed today's message and we'll see you all again in another Love Messages real soon.